My microphone is cut. You guys, the problem with audiobooks is that I fall asleep all the time. Wow, it's me. Bye, book boy. It's been a hot sec since I've done that intro. How am I starting off the new year? Well, I decided to start off as any bisexual does, and I read some sad shit. They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. Right here. How do I sum this book up? Well, the Barnes & Noble employee that sold it to me cried while finishing the transaction. This book is set in a world that is like distantly stated in the future, though they didn't say what year it is. Basically the concept is that human beings now have an algorithm and a technology that like can predict the day that you die. So they don't know how, they don't know where, they don't know when, they don't know how. Oh my god, no. I'm gonna stop there. You get a call on the phone 24 hours in advance that says, yo, you, sir, have reached the end of the day. Or, ma'am, you have reached the end of your life. Here's 24 hours. Do with them what you will. It's always right, apparently. And this book follows two teenage boys that have both received said alert on the same day. This society has created things like, because of the existence of such a thing in society, there are things that are like, there's an app that is basically like Tinder for people that are dying that you can get on and like meet somebody and they'll be your last friend and you get to hang around with them and go do tomfoolery and shenanigans for a little bit before you die and have a good time. Live your life, because you didn't get to before. And these two boys meet on said app and decide to be friends. The rest of the book is like their 24 hours before they die, but then the plot is like interspersed with like little like vignettes about other people that they like run into in that day that are also having like, some of them have received the end of days notification, some of them have not, but they're going through sad shit anyway. And you basically get like a really sad story with two bisexual men. Both of them are bisexual and it's incredible. Who are like going through their last 24 hours or whatever, interspersed with other little vignettes of like other people in their lives that are having their own little moments that, if this were a film, would be underscored by "You Found Me" by The Fray. Being honest though, this entire book would be underscored by "Iris" by the Go-Go Dolls. Hangs up his cell phone and the little piano starts playing and you hear, "And I'd give up forever to touch you." Oy vey, 2021's gonna be a year. It's basically almost 400 pages of just really sad musings about like death and what it means to be alive and what it doesn't, and like human connection and problems with the foster system and shit. It's really good. It's really good. I guess let's talk specifics now. So, thing one, Mateo Torres, is his mom died like literally in childbirth, and his dad is in a coma. And he has spent his whole life afraid of death and afraid of getting the death cast call. So he doesn't like leave his apartment except to go visit his dad in the hospital and to take care of his goddaughter, who is the daughter of his best friend in high school, who had aspirations but got pregnant and gave it up to be a single mother. Originally, she wasn't going to be a single mother, but then her boyfriend, oh my god, the camera almost fell over. Then her boyfriend dies. It's a good time. His 24 hours, basically, his journey is like he moves from being afraid to not being afraid anymore. Thing two is Rufus Emeterio. I did not say that right. So somebody please give me a phonetic pronunciation in the comments, because I am not good at last names. Rufus had a super happy family life until it was like relatively earlier that year, his entire family gets in a car wreck and dies, and he watches them drown. He's now living with his foster family in a found home, and his girlfriend, or his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend, is being a dick at the beginning when we meet him. So he beats his ex-girlfriend's now boyfriend up, gets the end of days phone call, goes to his funeral, because that's a thing that you can do now, is see your own funeral since you have 24 hours. But then his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend calls the cops on him, so he's now running from the cops. And then he gets on the app and is like, yo, since my friends are gone, I now need a last friend, so let's be last friends with Mateo. They take the day to say goodbye to loved ones, which is so sad. They discuss the idea of an afterlife. Oh my god, there's a cute dog somewhere in this complex. They go to a club. They use Instagram as a way to document their last day so that people can, like, follow them around. I'm just going to keep talking through this dog, and eventually, hopefully, it'll come up and try to say hi to Stormy, and then we can bring it into the apartment complex. It would be so cute. I think really the only real spoiler discussion that I want to get deep into, because it's really hard to discuss this book and not spoil it, so I think I'm going to leave it at that. The only thing I really want to talk about is the end of this book made me want more. Like, we spend the whole day establishing them saying goodbye to their lives before they finally take a step back and look at each other and go, oh shit, I'm in love with you. And then the two boys kiss, and it's adorable, and then they spend one night in bed together, and then they fucking die. But then the other half of me doesn't want more, because I like that it was left at an ambiguous ending of, like, will they see each other in the afterlife? Is there an afterlife? What's the point of an afterlife? All that fun shit. I think what will make this book difficult for some readers is the fact that because we know they're going to die at the end from the title, it gives the author an opportunity to stray away from using plot as a narrative device to push us along, and it gives the author more opportunity to spend discussing existential crises and existential concepts in the book without it feeling forced, because we already know where this is going, so we're just along the ride. I enjoy that, and it's why I took a little bit more time to read this book than I normally would. However, I can understand where people would have a problem with that. There's also a metaphor to be discussed here of whether or not this whole end of days thing is a metaphor for an AIDS diagnosis, which I could see, in that they get to spend one night together, then they die, and there's all of this, like, promising of, like, you're not going to die before I do. But I am also tired of simplifying all bisexual and gay love stories as just AIDS metaphors. So, I don't know, do with that what you will. All in all, this book was really good. It's just hard to discuss it without spoiling the entire plot. I would give it 4 out of 5 stars. The reason why it's not 5 out of 5 is because it is really depressing. And while I love that shit, I know not everybody does. Also, the author's use of Instagram felt dated, especially for a book written in 2017. I think I expected a little, maybe I just remember 2017 Instagram differently than it really was, but it felt dated and it kind of took me out. Yeah. If you've read this book, sound off in the comments below. Let's talk about shit. I mean, yeah, I'm trying not to spoiler things, so keep it relatively spoiler free, but also anybody who watches my channel knows that it's basically a spoiler minefield because I can't keep my damn mouth shut, so go for it. If you made it to the end of this video, thanks for sticking around and helping out. Stormy is asleep behind me, otherwise she would make a cameo, but here we are. Me and my bathrobe, and my coffee, and my cat are ready to take on 2021. Thanks for starting the journey with us, guys. And if you want more semi-regular chaotic bisexual content, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you can get all the notifications and you can get my videos whenever I decide to post them. Also, make sure to like and comment and share so that we interact with ye old YouTube algorithm and we get more people joined into this discussion. This has been the Bi Book Boy. Till next time, I'm saying bye.